Hmm.
Well, hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Girls and Gays Let's Talk. I have my friend Sandra here with me. How are you, Sandra?
Hello. I'm feeling good. Tired. Cold.
Yes, it's cold today. It's a cold front that came in.
Which is really weird. I'm.
Yeah,
I put all my cold season weather clothes away, and now it's 40 something.
yeah, you never really know how the weather's gonna be. You just gotta be ready.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
what you got going on?
Um. I was just watching TikTok about everything that's going on in
Yeah,
the world.
there's a lot going
Very,
on right now.
yeah, very scary stuff.
Yeah, I was watching Facebook yesterday, and did you see Asa's Facebook post?
I just saw that too. I was like, "What is going on?" I was like, "Is it real?"
I don't know, like I just saw like Jenny like yelling at someone, like wanting to fight, and I'm just like, what's going on over there? Like, damn, I should have
Yeah.
gone out.
Yeah, I know. Oh no, not no. It was cold
I know, but I wanted to just know what was
to
going
be
on.
there.
Yeah, to be there, and I'm like, dang it, I should have gone. But it was funny. I was like, I want to know the tea. I want to know what happened.
Uh, Same, same. No, I was I was trying to look at the comments, but there was nothing, no information that I
Yeah, there
needed.
was there was nothing. It was just like people were just like hyping it up or something. I'm like, no, I want to know like what happened, who started this, why is Jenny like getting pushed, like what's going on?
Yeah, I know. Like a reporter in there.
Yeah, I wanted. That's what I wanted. And then you see Asa like just at the end, like giving her a hug. I think that
Hmm.
was Asa. I was like, who
I
is
think it
that?
was.
But yeah, I wanted to know what's going on.
And she's me.
Yes, dude, she's me. That's what I wanted, and there was no information.
Literally.
I was like,
I
I'm
know. I
gonna
was.
I'm gonna call him today and be like, hey, what happened?
We gotta know.
Yes,
And no, I saw that too. As soon as I woke up, I was like, I got on Facebook and I saw it, and I was like, what is going on? And then I was showing your brother, and he was like, "Is that real?" And I was like, "Yeah, it is."
yeah, it's definitely real.
Mm.
We just don't know what's going on. Like I know exactly where that is too. Like I saw it, and I was like, oh, that's between like JR's parking lot.
Uh-huh.
It's right there. And
Oh, is
so
that what it? It looked familiar, but I haven't been over there like in years. I want to say years, but I want to say like 2 years now.
yeah, I know it's been a while since we were down. Yeah, we're down there.
Hmm.
I think who was I? I think I was dating Jason at the time. He gave you a lap dance.
I don't remember.
You were drunk,
I don't
and
remember
it
that.
was it
Oh my
was your
god, that is so embarrassing.
birthday. It was your
Oh, I
birthday.
remember that. The last memory I have of him was he got a drink, and oh my god, that is so embarrassing. But he had a drink, and I got one, and I didn't like mine, and I was like, "Let me taste yours," and he let me taste the drink that he had, and I was like, "I like this one better," and I took it from him, and I gave him mine. Oh my god,
He was nice though. He didn't care.
no, it was embarrassing, and that's all I remember. Like after that, no, I'm lying. After that, the I remember going back inside, and then we were like, they had like Selena songs, and you started spinning me, and that was done. I was
You're gone.
memory gone, forever gone.
Yeah, I remember first it was Jason, and then some
Uh-huh.
random black guy came in, and he gave you a lap dance too. And I
And
was
your
like,
brother
where did
let
this
that
all
happen?
go? I know, like he didn't care. He's like, you have your fun.
Oh my god, that was so embarrassing. I
Yeah,
was,
what? It
I
was
don't
fun.
remember.
You
I don't
should
even
go out there
remember
again.
leaving.
You should go out there
Uh,
again.
we, we're thinking about going. We're just not. I don't want to get like. I say
That
that
drunk.
now, but then when I get in, once I'm there, it's a different thing.
True. Well, I was telling Asa that I was thinking about going Friday.
For your birthday?
Yeah, because I have like no plans and like no one has even like talked about my birthday at all. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna go have fun, just me, with them.
I mean, there's nothing wrong, but if you want to do so, I mean, to me, I think what I've been planning or been trying to thinking really hard is what to get you for your birthday.
It's really not that hard. I think. I feel like
Well,
I'm a
it's just like,
very simple person.
well, I know, and your brother's always like, oh, let's get him a Lego, but then I also feel like every year we get you a Lego, and
I
I think
know.
that's with a lot of people. Like, once we get them something, it's like, okay, let's get them that, and that's it. Like,
Yeah,
we
I know how
don't.
you feel, and you feel like whenever they give you the same thing every time,
Hmm.
like it feels repetitive. But I feel like Legos are different because they're not giving you the exact same thing.
That is true.
Like every single one of them is different. It's
Yeah.
like the Taj Mahal you gave me is very different to the airplane.
Well, yeah, yeah. I love the airplane one.
Me too, and I'm glad I got like the lights for it.
Hmm.
So like whenever you turn on the TV, it all comes on. But last time my mom had people over, like well, she came over
Uh huh.
and then she invited like the pastor to pray for the home, and I'm like, first of all, like. This is like I live here alone. This is me. I'm supposed to be here. Like, and then you just have a random person that like I barely know just show up at my house, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And I texted her like to confront her, like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, is that he didn't tell me he was coming today? It was all last minute." It's like you still could have texted me like, "Hey, the pastor's on his way. He's gonna pray for the home," and I'm like, "Okay." I thought it was so weird. And so, yeah, when they got there, like my mom wanted to show them that the light turns on the plane, but she
Uh
didn't know how
huh.
to turn it on. So the first thing that I got home was she's like, "Hey, how do you turn on those lights?" They wanted to see them. I'm like, "Really?" So I just turned on the
That's
TV and then turned it on, and he was there like, "Oh, that's so cool."
and that was a pastor.
Yeah, the one at the church they're going to now.
Uh huh.
He he's very big on like healing like sickness and things like that,
Oh,
which
okay.
I think is weird. Which he saying that he wants to like heal Jesse and all that, with his Alzheimer's,
Mhm.
and he's saying that he like helped heal like my grandmother's cancer and like all that, and I'm just like that's just weird to like be taking credit for those things.
Yeah, like you're not like, I mean, I get it, like religion and stuff, but like it's not always a guarantee. And what your
Yeah,
grandma has is a big thing. It's not something you play with.
yeah, and then Alzheimer's like once that starts, that's not going away.
Mhm.
Like I feel like because I know you work in the medical field too, so like I've seen many that like recover and then they're gone.
Yeah, it's
You
very
know, so
sad.
so to me, like him recovering would be a bad sign.
Yeah,
But that's just
because
because I've seen it so many times.
yeah, I forgot. There's a term for it that they have, but I forgot what it's called. But they said that when you have someone who is like already dying, and then out of nowhere they like I honestly I forgot what it's called, but like once they like start like eating and being super like hyper and like over like joy of life, they know it's a sign that they're gonna pass away the next day.
Yeah, that's your day to go say your goodbyes.
Hmm. Which is very sad. I
Yeah.
think that happened to my grand no my great grandpa. He was bedbound,
Mm.
and that was in Mexico too. And he I don't know, he had another disease. Honestly, I don't know what it was called. I was very young at the time, but I remember them saying how when he went to the hospital, the doctors called my great grandma and my like the whole family to go because he was very like active. Like he wanted to eat a lot, and he was asking for like specific food, which was his favorite food. And that's when they're like, you had to come and say goodbye because he's gonna pass away.
Yeah, they knew the family knew.
Yeah. So they all went and they, said their goodbyes, and then he did end up dying the next day.
And that's
Which
sad.
yeah, because I remember like them saying, I forgot what he wanted to eat, but I remember like before that happened, he couldn't eat meals. Like everything that he had to do was kind of like liquid stuff,
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah, because he couldn't eat, like, and then he was bedbound. Like I remember like the
Could
first
it
time I saw
be?
him.
Could it be that then? The same thing that Jesse has because I know like after like a certain amount of time you forget everything. You forget like your name. You forget how to chew, and then you literally forget how to breathe, and that's how you die.
No, no, because I the first time I met him, which was like I want to say like a month before he passed away, he knew, like, which whenever because I went with my grandma, to see him, and my grandma was like, "Oh, this is so and so's daughter. Do you remember them?" And he was like, "Yes, like I remember. Like you look exactly like your dad." And then he was asking like how my mom was and how my dad was, and about my little brother and everything. Like he remembered everybody.
Okay, then yeah, it wouldn't be that.
I don't remember what he had. Like the memories I had of him was like I know he was bedbound. He couldn't chew, but he couldn't flex his knees either. Like his knees were like, it was weird too, because I remember like when he couldn't move his muscles. They had to move him for him.
Yeah,
But that was a very long time.
yeah, I bet. Yeah, that's true. Dang, that's that.
Yeah, it's very sad. I think that's one of the saddest things is when you know that's gonna happen.
Yeah, and there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to
Yeah,
let things happen.
yeah. Like I think, like I was telling my mom because she was talking about it yesterday, and then I was like, how she was talking about how it's very hard to be a nurse and like a doctor and stuff like that when it comes to things like that. And I was like, well, yeah, like you had to pretty much become desensitized to stuff like that because it's gonna hit you.
Yeah, very true. Like I remember when I was working at the other pharmacy when I was working like with the old like with the homes.
Hmm.
And like you just got used to hearing like, oh, this person passed, that person passed, and I found it weird how they would say like they expired. Because to me,
Yes,
that's
it's
like
kind of
old
rude.
milk. I feel like yeah, it's
Yeah,
rude. Like say they passed, don't say they expired.
they
Like
expired.
like bad meat. like I'm like who's like why would you say it that way? But I get used to it. But yeah,
Yeah,
I was just like that's so weird to call
it's
it.
so sad. No, like like I remember working in the cardiologist. There was a lady, and she would come in with her like all the time with her parents,
Hmm.
and I remember like her parents were always fighting. It was a really bad, like, I want to say like a relationship they had because they were always fighting. So then she started bringing them separately because she would say herself like they were constantly fighting, like she couldn't deal with them together. And the lady ended up passing away, the daughter,
Hmm.
and it was very sad. It was very sad because the parents had to like kind of like put their, I guess, whatever they had going on aside, and they will still come and they will fight in the office, but they will come together, and the lady will cry a lot because of her daughter. It was
That's it.
it was sad.
Well, sometimes it's sad to like let those people go, especially like I feel like it's harder for a parent to lose a child than for a child to lose their parent because you expect to one day lose your parent, but you don't expect like to lose a
To lose a
child.
child. Yeah,
Yeah, unless they were
yeah,
like sick for a long time, then you kind of like see it coming. Which I'm like, dang, I'd rather see it coming. I feel like it hurts more. It hurts less when you see it coming.
yeah, because you kind of get like ready for it,
Yeah, you're mentally prepared.
but it's still very very I don't know. I don't. My mom always talks about how like oh whenever my grandpa passed away, like her dad,
Mm-hmm.
I cried. And I felt more. I think mine was more like a guilt that he passed away and we were over here. He was in Mexico and we couldn't go because it
Oh,
was like
so you
out
felt
of
like
nowhere.
distant.
Yeah. And I remember talking to my mom and I was like, Mom, like, are you okay? Like I don't want you to get depressed. Like, talk to me. And she was like, yeah, like I'm okay. Like I knew he was sick. I knew it was gonna happen. You know. But and then I was like, yeah, but like it's your dad. Like if it was one of y'all, like I would have gone insane. And then she was like, no, like you have to think that death is part of life. And I was like, I know that, but it still hurts.
Yeah, that's true. Like loss always. It's just so final, you know.
Yeah. But
But
you're right. It's
I have started watching this show about like this comedian
uh-huh.
that talks to people like that have passed and all that. And I started watching it, and I'm like, I'm sure this is like I don't know how real it all is, but I'm like, this is very interesting, and like it's very nice. Like the things she tells all her people that she's
Uh-huh.
reading, and I'm just like, that's pretty cool. Like if it's true, that's pretty cool that she can
Yeah.
do that.
Or like she tells him like kind of like a final goodbye type of thing.
Yeah, she's mainly tells people like your loved one is saying like they were glad you weren't next to them because they didn't want you to see them suffer. Like they didn't want you there to see their last breath. They're
Mm-hmm.
saying like they're like you feel like you could have said something at the end but you didn't, and they're saying like there's nothing more you could have said. Like you're fine. Even people that are like somebody stole something, like somebody like on one episode somebody like stole like an earring or something, like
Uh-huh.
jewelry, and the girl saying, "You know what? Just let them have it. Just like that. I'm not, rolling in my grave that they have it. Like just let them have it. The person knows what they're doing. Let them live with the guilt, and
Damn.
you just live your life."
Damn.
It's like, yeah. I'm like,
So
dang,
you
that's
do
crazy.
so you do think like how some people believe that once you die and there's no
There's no after.
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's not what like exactly what the Bible says. Like I don't
Hmm.
trust that. But to me, it's more of a like there's something there. We just don't know what it is.
Yeah. I just think the whole everything's a mystery when it comes to stuff like that now.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I mean, I was raised Catholic, so I'm raised to believe that you either go to hell or go to heaven or go to I forgot what it's called, but it's basically like in between where your soul is kind of
in
like
limbo.
yeah, and you have to pray for them to be able to find the light and go to heaven.
See, this is what's weird about the show. I'm gonna send you the show later. So
Hmm.
it's very like the girl is the lady is religious. She's Catholic, but she also says like people that are in heaven, they're with God. That according to like what they teach us, shouldn't be there.
Like what? Like
Like one of them was like people that committed like suicide.
uh-huh.
Well, in the Bible and all that, it always says like, no, those people wouldn't go to heaven because they took their own life. So they're rotting in hell. But to
Uh-huh.
her, they're like, no, like they are with God. They wouldn't be able to communicate if they weren't, kind of a thing. And I'm like, oh, so like you're going completely against of like what
The
you're
what the
saying is very
religion
different than what
teaches.
yeah than what the religion is saying. And
Yeah.
so like they had that. They had said that they had like one of them was like somebody that like did a lot of pills and drank a lot, and that's how they died.
Uh-huh.
And they were also supposed to be in heaven. So I was like, that's very different than what they teach, in the churches.
It is. It is because it's funny how you bring up the suicide thing. Well, not funny, but like my cousin, my mom's cousin. cousin, like cousin.
Hmm.
He just passed away. I want to say three. No, it was 4 days ago. He committed
Okay.
suicide,
Oh wow.
and um, we all everybody in the family is Catholic, so everybody's kind of like, he's doomed. Like, why would he do that? Like, he knows what happens to people when they commit suicide and stuff like that. And I was like, first of all, like, maybe, we're no one to judge
Yeah, you
whatever
don't
he
know what
was
they're going
going.
on.
Yeah, like I was like, whatever he was going through, it was super, like, it was bad enough for him to not want to be here.
Yeah.
And I was like, second of all, like, why are we the ones to say, like, oh, he's going to hell because of this and this and that? I was like, me and being raised Catholic, but going with, your brother's Christian, and we go to different churches. We don't stick to one, or like
Yeah.
different religion stuff. Like, everybody teaches, like, God is supposed to love you and forgive you.
Yeah, like they says, like only him that's free of sin can throw the first stone.
Exactly. So I'm like, and then everybody's so quick to say that about, my mom's cousin. And my mom was very, like, she was upset because he was 27. He was young, like, we were
Mm.
same age, and we were talking about it. And I was like, you have to, like, realize, like, whatever he was going through, it was heavy on him, and things like that. And my mom was like, if he would have talked to someone about it. And I was like, most of the time when that happens, they already have their mindset.
Yeah, no matter what you do, it's not gonna change anything.
Yeah.
They're ready.
And yeah, and I mean, I do wish he would have talked to somebody, because everybody in the family were like, no, he didn't say anything. Like, he was like this happy person. Um, and then, he shot himself, and I was like, that's very it's very sad.
Abrupt. That's an abrupt way to do it too.
Yeah.
Golly, that's sad. I didn't know that happened.
I mean, I didn't know him. Like, he was in Mexico too.
Okay.
I heard of him, like, like my mom will talk about them, and, tell us stories and things like that, but she never really knew him either, because he was young. And so we don't really talk to the side of the family.
Mm.
And they'll basically just, they called her and they're like, this is what happened. And my mom was like, oh my God, like, I remember him when he was little, and, how he was and stuff like that. And everybody was just talking in the family about it. And I was like, well, we're no one to judge. Like,
Yeah, whatever his reasons were, they were his reasons.
yeah.
Yeah, but it is a harder thing. Like even like in the show, she says that like back in the day, it was more like people got old, people like drank a lot. Like now it's
Hmm.
more people do suicides, people do drugs, they drink too much, and then they had a lot of people that died from COVID. So she like feels all that in the show,
Yeah.
and so she's like she says that she doesn't know if it's because her gift has changed or it's because of the way people are dying has changed that it takes a toll on her. And I'm like, that's so true. Like whenever we were younger, it was like car accidents, and
Yeah.
like that's how most people died. And now it's like I hear of suicides, I hear of murders more often. I'm like, people are dying in worse
Yeah.
ways.
Especially like in the Houston area, like the murder stuff. Like, I'm like, what is going on? Like, it wasn't like that
Yeah,
before. Like,
no,
mm, or maybe we're just hearing more about it, or social media is more out there and saying it.
true.
But like,
Information is
it,
more accessible.
yeah. But then I'm like, why? Like, the killings. I'm like, I just saw a video it was on TikTok. It was on the news too, but it was this guy. He went into a gas station, and a group of three people tried to rob him, beat him up to, like, till they killed him. And there was another group of people watching the whole thing, recording the whole thing go down. And I'm like, no one thought about, like, doing anything,
Yeah, like
calling the cops.
yeah, stop trying to stop it.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to get involved either.
Yeah, but then I don't know. It's, to me, it's just insane. Like, everybody's just so quick to start recording, but no one wants to help.
Yeah. more. It's more of a people wanting to like protect themselves more.
Yeah, I mean, I see that too. I guess it's just it's different with everybody. Like when it comes to like the animal stuff too, like when people are being like hurting them, beating them, and all this stuff, like it just makes my blood boil. Like I want to be there, physically be there, and beat them up.
Yeah, yeah, but you can't control everything. Things just happen.
Yeah, it's hard to think about stuff like that.
Very
Like I go on TikTok and I start crying. That's all I go for in there.
true. That's funny because mine's full of like. Sorry, mine's full of like funny things.
Really, mine is all
Yeah.
sad things. I'm like, why? It's all about animals, like dogs, like homeless dogs, or you know,
Well, stop
uh
liking it. Stop engaging with it.
well,
you.
I can. I'm like, if they need views, they need views so they can feed them. Oh my god, it's so sad. It's like there's a place in Cleveland that is very known for people like throwing their dogs in there, like just like
Yeah.
letting them. And I keep telling your brother, I'm like, we need to go feed them. And he won't take me because he's like, the moment we go, you're gonna bring the dogs home. You're not gonna be able to leave them there. And he's like, we
Yes.
already have enough. And I was
That's
like,
so true. You're gonna have 20 dogs.
and it's never enough. Those it's just so sad. I'm like, why would you have a dog and not take care of it?
Yeah, I know. It's all just people just are irresponsible sometimes.
Yeah, and it just makes me it aggravates me on that. I'm like, why why do that? Or like whenever they just, kill them or like hurt them, and I'm like, if you don't want them, then just give them away or take them to a shelter. Like there's a lot of stuff you can do.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-mm. It's just I'm just it irks me. It irks me. Like I recently just rescued a dog, a puppy. It was like a
Another
little
one?
dog. Yeah. Well, it's because like okay, so I'm gonna send you the pictures of this little dog, but she was so mad at like she looked kind of like a Chiquis.
Hmm.
Remember Chiquis?
Yeah.
A little bit taller than Chiquis,
Yeah, but those kinds
and
of dogs, you have to keep brushing them or they get
yeah,
really, they do get
no,
really
they.
mad.
She was extremely mad at, covered in fleas, very like skinny, like skin and bones, and very. She was very sweet, very happy. Like we fed her twice before I took her. Um, but she was mad at the people that had her. They left and they left her behind.
Oh,
So
that
she was just
sucks.
yeah. So she was just roaming around, and she was pregnant by a bigger dog, like a
Oh,
bigger
no.
dog. Yeah, and then the people who were because everybody in that little neighborhood were feeding her. So
Hmm.
I thought it belonged to someone there. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna take her because that's also a crime for me to just grab her and take her if she belongs to someone. So the second time that I went, I started asking around, and I was like, "Who does she belong to?" And they're like, "No, like the people that had her, they left her behind, and like everybody's feeding her." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna take her." Grabbed her, put her in your brother's car, and we took her to the shelter.
Oh, Jesus. How many dogs do you have now?
Me, I have five.
No, Carlos.
They're his. They're his shoes.
Oh, Jesus. I'm like, you're separating it. Like, he has his and I have mine. Like, they're together.
No, they're together. Well, they're all mine, but
Mm,
he's just there.
that's funny.
No, they're all mine. I wanted to get another one, but everybody said no.
Yeah, no, five's a lot. Like, I just have the one, and I think that's too much work.
Oh no, they're expensive.
Yes.
They are expensive to take care of, but I just love dogs.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, also, you have insurance, right? On all of them?
Yeah.
But even that's expensive. Like I don't. Mine's like $50 a month for her.
Okay, she's a bigger dog.
Is it that why?
Yeah, because I pay 21 for all of for each. 21.90 something. Almost $22.
Maybe I just have a higher coverage and I need to bring that down.
No, it's because it's a bigger dog. Because for the lab that I have,
Mm.
it's for him. I pay $34.
Oh, and you also have multiple dogs.
Yeah, and you
The
get a
more you
discount.
get, yeah, the discount. Dang, I should have just added mine to yours and
But
just
I'm
paid
thinking
you.
about removing it because yes, they help you, but then it's not like they go to the vet a lot. Like I just take them for
Their
um
checkups and their shots.
yeah, their shots, and then
Yeah, I know.
usually when it comes to their shots, I go to like whenever they have like there's one going happen here in Waller
Mm-hmm.
where they do shots for all the dogs for $15, and then the half of the money goes to the shelter.
Oh, so that's a lot cheaper.
Mm-hmm. And it's helping someone else, like another shelter. So I
Yeah.
was like, that's where I take my dogs. And last time, because we went last year, that's when we found out about them. I was very like, your brother was like, we're gonna be the only people there with a lot of dogs and stuff like that, because we have five. And then this
No.
lady shows up, and she had more than 10 dogs. I'm like,
Okay. Well,
I
let
want
me
to
know
be her.
next time, and then I'll go with you.
Oh yeah, no, like I'm just waiting for them to announce it. I know it happens in May. I think it's the first week in May.
Okay. Yeah, because I have her insurance too, so I could like just go and do it. But
Hmm.
I know that it's time to get her shots. I just haven't had the time, so. But I know I need to take her to do it.
Yeah,
But
because no, taking care of a dog is expensive.
yeah, it
That's
is.
why I'm like, it's not a easy responsibility either. It's not just having it there and there you go.
Yeah. Then I have to pay for her collar so she doesn't run away, which she doesn't even care about anymore. She's just like accepts the shocks. Like last time I was going home and I found her like a block away.
Are you
Like you know,
serious?
like the entrance of like when you get to my neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
She was on that street. I'm like, what are you doing?
How does she
I don't even
does she
know.
does she have friends over there?
I think so. She has friends everywhere. She's very social. She's a social butterfly, which I'm like, go ahead, have your friends, but stay inside the yard so you don't like attack someone. Which she doesn't. The only person she hates is like the neighbor.
Hmm.
She hates him. But other than that, she's friendly to everyone, so I'm not worried.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, like she could get hurt, and I'm like, just stay at the yard, just stay in the yard.
Yeah, like it's like they don't understand.
Yeah, she doesn't. Which I don't leave her outside all the time. I only leave her outside like on a like good weather day.
Hmm.
So I leave her outside, let her enjoy the weather, and like I take her food and her water outside so she can eat and drink if she wants to. Last time though, I accidentally left the back door open, and so she was like going in and out all day. And I had the AC on too. I was like, well, oh well.
When you were you watching her on the camera?
No, I don't always have time. Like especially like for some reason the building for the pharmacy is like I don't get a good service in there.
Oh,
So yeah,
mm-mm.
sometimes I wash her, sometimes I don't. It depends on like if I have the service and if I get like the notifications. But I can
She
just
see.
tell just because like the footprints coming in and out.
She enjoyed herself in there.
She did.
I remember when she went missing the first time. That was very scary.
Yeah, I know. And then she just showed up. I was so mad. I remember. Like I didn't like because it was the reason was is because she had followed my mom and her mom
Uh-huh.
ignored it. And she's like, "Oh, she'll go back." Well, she didn't.
She just went her own way.
Yeah,
I
and I
still
was
wonder where she went because she
me
showed up what
too.
like 3 days later, 2 days later.
Yes, yeah. It was 3 days later she showed up, and I checked the camera like where she came from and all that, and I was like, she was running home. Like she recognized where she was and she ran home.
Hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, she was so skinny. I remember she lost a lot of weight when she got back.
And she still wants to run away. I'm like, you don't learn your lesson.
Yeah, she doesn't. Well, she doesn't go as far anymore.
Okay, so she did learn her lesson. My
Yeah,
thing is like, what if she gets attacked? Because I know there's like a lot of dogs in your neighborhood.
yeah, but she's been friends with all of them. The only ones she's not friends with are the ones that are tied up.
Oh, there's dogs that they have tied up.
Yeah,
Is it the ones that attack Cheekies?
that one's like I think that one's gone now because it kept
Okay.
getting out
Uh
and it would
huh.
attack like three other dogs, and so that dog's gone now. Like the guy next to us, they had a little white dog. I don't know if you remember it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
And he will
that
come and
one,
play with. They
yes,
attacked that one.
they attacked that one, and so after that, I think they got rid of it. They got rid of the dog.
Did they kill the other that dog too?
No, he took him to the vet and he was fine. It took him like of course he had to recover,
Yeah.
but yeah, that one he was fine at the end.
Mm-mm. See, that's my biggest fear is for a dog to attack my dogs.
Yeah,
That's
because
why
especially
I
when
don't
your
take them
dogs are
anywhere.
small.
Yeah, and they think they're bigger, so they're always like trying to fight everybody.
That's a very small dog thing to do, though.
Yeah, no, like like the little one, like the tamalito, the smallest of them all.
Hmm.
He's so like I would like let me have him. Like I will fight him. Like he gets into it with not like gets into it because my neighbors they have bigger dogs
Hmm.
and they go to like the fence and they start like growling and like barking at each other and then you see my little like you can even barely see him. He's out there like also like running around like trying to get to the other side to attack and I'm like, what are you doing? Like you're like fun size. Like what is this?
What's the point?
You,
Yeah, what you're not gonna do
yeah,
any damage.
yeah.
Little ankle biter. Yeah,
But last
that's
time
funny.
one of those dogs they did come into the yard because the gate was open
Hmm.
and I got scared. I was like, "Oh my god, it's gonna attack my dogs!" The four of them, the little ones, they started running after him, and the dog like turned around so quick, and he went out. And I was like, "Okay, that's a little gang that I have then." 'Cause that's what they do. They all like it's like a little game. Like
Yeah.
just, it's they don't listen, but they're there.
Well, that's good. They're protecting the yard, unlike mine. She's big, has a big bark, it does nothing.
She does have a scary bark.
Yeah, no, which she does use it for people, but she doesn't use it for other dogs.
Really,
Yeah,
she just wants to be friends with them.
yeah, with other dogs, she wants to be friends. But if I walk out, then she's all like, "Oh, I'm sending them out. Bark, bark, bark. Like get out of here." But I'm like, I saw you from the window, like playing with them.
Good thing you got her spayed. She would have been
Yeah, I
pregnant
know.
already.
I know. Like, Lord Jesus.
Oh no, well, yeah, she came spayed.
She came that way. Yeah.
Yeah, she came that way already. I still feel bad, like to think about, like now that I see her like all big and stuff like that, and I remember when I got her from the shelter for you guys,
Yeah.
how they were gonna put her like, you know,
Yeah, they're gonna put her down.
yeah, because I was like, why? And they're like, oh, we just need space. She's sick and blah blah blah. Was she sick?
It's funny you say that. Because nobody, you never told her that she was sick.
Well, because
So,
I they they gave us medicine like for her skin. They said that she had like a skin condition.
Oh, I
And
didn't realize that. No, when I took her to the vet, they said she had like a weird eye condition, but it's very common for puppies that usually it goes away with time, which it did,
mhm.
and that's all they told us.
Really? No, when I got her from the shelter, they were like, she has a skin condition. And because I remember whenever we went to see her, the first time we saw her, because I went twice. So the first time we went to see her, she had little brothers and siblings. Like they were cutest little things too. And we were gonna get her, and the lady at the front was like, no, like they're gonna go to a shelter, not a shelter, what is it called when someone gets them, like
They were gonna get rescued.
no, but there's something, I forgot what it's called, but someone was gonna take care of them until they got adopted.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, they're already set, like they're not out for adoption right now, they're too little. And I was like, okay, it is what it is. Like it's very sad because at the time, what your brother was looking for was another like Max.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it's fine. And then they had other puppies, but they were like different. And your brother was very set on he wanted one that looked like Max. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So after that, I want to say it was like the week after, I was looking on their website and they had a picture, like they had her picture back. And I called them and I was like, is she for adoption? And they're like, you had to come and, do this all and fill out and this and that. And I was like, okay. So I went right after work. And that's when they were telling me, like, oh, yeah, like they took all her siblings, but they left her behind because she has a skin condition and this and that. And we're going to put her down. And like she was a baby. You remember how small she
Yeah,
was.
she was so tiny.
Yeah. And then I was like, they're not even giving her a chance. So I got her, and they were like, you have to. I had to sign a paper saying that I was responsible because of her skin condition. She didn't have anything.
No, she has. I've never noticed. And when I took her to the doctor for that ball she got, they never
Hmm.
told me anything about her skin.
No, they said that she had that whatever she had, it was very contagious and this and that. Like I remember when they gave her to me, she was wrapped in a towel because they were like, it's very contagious, it's very this and it's very that. So when I had her at the house, one, she was a puppy, so I was like, let me keep her away from my dogs because she's still not like fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
And so I had her separate from my dogs. And then my mom was like, I'm gonna go see her, and so I can take her outside. And I was like, that's fine. And I was telling her, I was like, just be careful because this is what they say she had. That's why we didn't give her to you guys like right away. I wanted to see if it was true.
Mm.
And then we never got anything. We were looking at her skin. My mom was like, there's nothing on her skin, like nothing. So I was like, okay. So we kept her for I forgot how long we kept her for. So I was like, there's nothing wrong with her.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because she's fine. She's like 2 years old now.
Yeah, and she got so big, and her
Yeah.
ears are still so pointy.
Yeah, I know. Whenever she was little, I don't know if you remember, they pointed down.
Oh yeah, they were like flappy, no?
Yeah, they're fluffy, and now they're like straight up.
Yeah, no, she's scary looking. I love her though. She's so sweet.
Yeah, I know. Like, but she hates Amazon. Like when she sees the trucks coming. So also
Uh-huh.
on days I'm getting deliveries, I leave her inside for that reason because she she scares the Amazon drivers.
I mean, she is scary. Like if you didn't know her, like that she doesn't like attack, you will be scared.
Yeah, I know. I say have to be careful with her because and she runs so fast.
Has she, other than the neighbor, has she tried to bite anybody? Like,
No, like she's like ran to people and
mm-hmm,
like bark at them, but she hasn't like tried to bite them.
she's good.
No. Yeah,
She's not like a vicious dog either.
yeah, that's true.
Does she get along with Luna now?
Well, she gets along with Luna. Luna doesn't get along with her.
Yeah. Luna never liked anybody though.
No, she doesn't. There's no one that's gonna. There's nothing you can do. She just hates everyone. The last time, what I did was, so my mom came over with Luna,
Uh-huh.
and Nala was like just like jumping on me, and I was like, "You're scratching me," and so I grabbed Luna and put her between me and Nala, and it calmed her down because she didn't want to get close to her.
And it's so funny because Luna's a chihuahua and she's
Yeah,
so
it does.
small and compared to Nala, and I'm like,
Yeah, and it was so funny though.
ugh. I love Luna though.
Her
She's so
attitude.
she's so cute.
I I see every now and then on the Amazon the geckos.
Uh-huh.
I see her like the picture of her when we got her.
Oh, when she was like tiny, tiny, like
Yes,
a little bitty thing, like
like
she looked like a
yeah,
hamster.
yes, like she fit in the palm of my mom's hand. I remember.
She was so tiny. Oh
Yeah,
my god. She was vicious though. When she was younger, I remember if you scratched her like on the like if you were giving her pets and you pet her on the wrong side, she'll bite you.
yes. Now she at least growls before she bites you.
I think that went away when your brother hit her by accident.
I
She
think I
was giving a
dropped her.
second.
Because she bit me, and my automatic reaction was like, let her go. And so she would flop. Like, without teach you. Not to fight the person that's holding you.
She was so mean.
She
Except for your
was.
with your mom. She wouldn't do that to your mom.
No, she would.
She would?
Yes. But my mom wouldn't take it. Like she would yell at her.
Like she was so vicious. And do you remember? Okay, so there was a time where she didn't even know, like she didn't bark. So we thought she couldn't bark.
Oh, yeah,
And
at the beginning, you're right.
yeah, yes, she couldn't bark. And I remember the first time she barked was when we took her to the vet at the whenever like they have that little thing at the tractor supply
Yeah.
to get her vaccines. And then the people there were like, "Does she bite?" And they're like, "No."
That she
And
bit someone.
she bit someone. She bit the lady that was trying to hold her to give her the vaccine. They had to put her on a what's it called? Those muscle
The
things.
muzzle, yeah.
Yeah, they had to put her on one of that. It was so embarrassing, and she still wouldn't let them. So we had to FaceTime your mom so she could talk to her.
That's funny.
It was
I
embarrassing.
have wondered how Nala would react getting shots because I haven't like
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it. No,
Oh, because they
because
take her to
whenever
the back.
yeah, because they took it to the vet, and the last time I took it to the doctor was like when she had the ball thing,
Uh huh.
and so I haven't like it's time for me to take her again, and so I haven't seen it. And I want to see the reaction. Like, is she mean? Did she try to bite someone? Did she just let it happen?
They would say something to you if she was mean.
Yeah, that's true. So they didn't tell me anything. Whenever I did all they did was she wouldn't let her take her. I
Oh,
had to like go with them a little and then walk away, and then they took her.
poor
Yeah,
Tita, she felt betrayed.
yeah, she felt betrayed. I just left her there, but she was fine. When I picked her up, she was high as a kite.
Oh, is that what she had? What was it? What kind of procedure did she had?
It was like a they told me the name of it, but I remember. But pretty much like a giant like blood ball showed up, and
Uh
so they
huh.
just drained the ball of blood, and then inside they did some light like X-ray looking. They told me it was a blue light
Uh huh.
that they put in it to promote like healing, and then that was it. They closed it.
Okay.
I was like, okay,
She was high.
yeah.
When dogs are higher, that's hilarious.
It was. Like she couldn't stay up on the car ride home, so she like almost fell like all the way to the front
Uh-huh.
because of how high she was. Yeah, it was funny.
Pobrecita. Pobrecita, you should have recorded her.
I have pictures of it. I have video because I was driving.
It's hilarious though. I imagine her being high. She's the way she looks. Mm-mm.
Yeah, she looks so funny. I'll have to show you the pictures later. Well, it was nice talking to you.
Alrighty. Bye,
Bye.
Georgie.
Bye.
Have a good day.
You as well. Bye.
Bye.
That's it for today's episode of Girls and Gays Let's Talk. Thanks for hanging out with us.
If something we said hit home or made you laugh, cry, or text your toxic ex, you know what to do.
Leave us a review, share the episode with your favorite chaotic friend, and don't forget to follow us on socials for behind the scenes drama and messy opinions.
New episodes drop every Tuesday. Until then, stay loud, stay soft, and stay exactly who you are.
Bye.
Bye.